Alright, good morning guys. As you can tell by the sunshine and the tank top, we are no longer in South Korea. That is right. We made our way all the way across the world to Central America, and today we are in San Salvador, capital of El Salvador. And we are going to go check out a waterfall today. And while we're on our way to that waterfall, I think I'll fill you guys in on where we've been and what we've been up to. Alright guys, so why did we come to El Salvador? Well, first of all, the U.S. travel advisories warned us not to come anywhere in Central America. They said it was dangerous, cartels, this, that. But we really saw that they had those same warnings for India and a whole bunch of other places that we went. So we decided not to take it too serious, and we decided we were going to come down here anyway because we really wanted to go somewhere warm. And let me tell you, we've only been here about a day, but since we've been here, we have loved it. The weather's great, the people have been great, the food is good, and no regrets so far. They're doing a lot here in El Salvador too to promote things. Like, for instance, we had to hire a guide. That's just to promote the local community. This way that, you know, bring some business to them. So you can't just walk down to these waterfalls on your own. You have to go with a guide, which is cool. And then they're also promoting El Salvador as Surf City. Our guy was just telling us that they're doing a lot to promote surfing here. Apparently the tides go the opposite direction along the coast here as compared to anywhere else in Central America, so it's a pretty interesting thing, I guess. They held a big surf tournament here last year, and that's their goal now, is to become like the surf capital of Central America. Oh, look at these views. That is pretty much what all of it has looked like so far. Rolling green hills everywhere. So when we left, last we saw you guys, we were in Busan checking out a drone show on the beach, freezing. And from there we headed over to Osaka. We didn't film there, we just went to meet up with some friends. And my best friend had a baby, so we went to meet the baby. Spent a few days there, loved it. We'd been there before and it was great. From there we headed back to the US. Spent the holidays with some family. Went to a wedding, had to go check in with the doctors and go to the dentist and all that good stuff. And now we're ready to set 2024 on fire. We are moving again. And we got a lot planned. We're approaching that 50 country mark, which is pretty exciting. We got that one all planned out. And we got a few more countries here in Central America to hit before we go there. So we're gonna take you guys with us to all of those. And then the second half of the year is just incredible. We got accepted to the tuk-tuk race in Sri Lanka, so we'll be going back there this year for the tuk-tuk race. We are so psyched for that one. And other than that, right now, let's just focus on this little hike. Look at all these rocks. Hey, puppy. What's up, little pup? Are you my first El Salvador street pup? Look at him.
Oh, my. You're so cute.
We did see a bunch of puppies when we were coming in on the streets. They all look pretty well fed and taken care of. They got collars on. And none of them look real emaciated or skinny or anything, which is cool. Oh, I can't get over these views. So our goal for today is just to take you guys down to see these Tamanique Waterfalls, the cascading waterfalls. And then we're gonna head over to the beach, check out El Salvador Beach. And yeah, you know, we'll probably look for some food, some goodies, see what we can get into. While we were on break at home, we got some work done on the channel. We updated the website, we added a bunch to that, and we got monetized. Now, that's not too big of a deal because we still have to work. I think in our first month monetized, we made $11, and our second month we made $14. So definitely not paying for any trips on our YouTube money. But the cool thing about it is now we can start our community channel on the YouTube page, which means we can start to get to know you guys better personally. Some of you guys who want to follow along and get to know us a little better can join the community page, and we'll be doing a lot of extras for you guys there. So if you are interested in joining our little community, helping support our channel, and keeping us on our track to 100 Country Club. Just hop on over there and check out our community page, and let's get to know each other. Let's start sharing some advice, some tips. I think that's the most thing we're most excited about finally being monetized, because like I said, we're really not making any money right now, and we still have to hop home every couple of months and do a month or so work as nurses in the US, and that's what we just finished doing. We were in Santa Fe for a while there, made a few bucks, and now we're back out. So definitely, if you want to support the channel, hop on over to our community page and check it out. So here in El Salvador, they do use the American dollar, which is cool. We didn't have to transfer, do any calculating to see what everything costs. So they just use the American dollar, and we haven't had too much trouble with English yet. I mean, we do speak tiny poquito amount of Spanish, so we are able to hold our own a little bit there. But I'd say it's about 50-50. Our guy was explaining to us that a lot of people move out of the country and then come back, and everybody that comes back seems to speak English, so English is growing here. But right now it's, I don't know, I think less than half the people speak it, but we haven't had any problems getting along. Even with our waitress last night, we were laughing and joking, and she was able with the Google Translator to figure out everything we wanted. It was cool, so there's no problem with the language here at all. And things aren't too expensive. For dinner last night, it was not a big dinner, but we went into a mall because we had to pick up a few things, and dinner there, tacos and Mexican food was, I think we paid $15 for the two of us, which that's really not too bad, especially in a mall. And this hike right now is beautiful. It's going to be about 85-90 degrees today, but right now I'd say it's high 70s and sunny, little breeze, and gorgeous. So these waterfalls are one of San Salvador's more popular tourist attractions, and there's really nobody here. I think we've seen like 3 people since we've gotten here, and the trails are pretty nice. I mean, they're well kept up, easy to follow. It's all downhill though. What is that? Oh, just a crazy squirrel. Alright guys, that wasn't a hard path, but it was about a 20-minute, I'd say, maybe 25-minute hike straight down. Straight down, I mean down. And we finally made it to the Tamanique Waterfalls. Alright guys, so the bottom of that climb got a little bit hairy. Nothing too bad, but there was an older gentleman with us, and he took a spill, so he scratched his leg up a little bit and headed back up top. So it's just us now, me, Alyssa, and the guide. So here we go. Woo! I forgot how bad these are when they're wet. Like horribly bad. Oh, look at this. I'm just taking it all in. Look at these little guys. Alright, that was definitely worth the hike down here, and it just keeps cascading up and up this way too. Oh yeah. Alright, I might have to throw on a bathing suit for this, guys. I'll be back in a minute. So as you guys can see, once you get down here into this little valley here, there's several cascading waterfalls. It starts way up top there, comes down into a lagoon, then down into this little lagoon, down here, and then we got the big one over there. And they say there's two more if you hike the other direction, so we might see them. I'm not sure if that's the direction we're going. But wow, this is peaceful, beautiful. You see about 3 other kids on a group that was here before us. They're just leaving, so there's no crowds. Oh, this is nice. Nice, nice. Let me head back over and see what Alyssa's doing. Move back a little, give him room. Oh, you chickened out. You chickened out, pup. What's up, pup? You got something to say to the camera? So it looks like we got here just in time. Look at this crowd rolled in behind us. So much for our peaceful little waterfall in paradise, huh? But no, overall, this is worth coming down here for. We did it as part of a tour, so from here they're going to take us over to the beach. We didn't have transportation, and the tour to take us here in the beach was less than what transportation would have cost us, so we just went with the tour. And it's a private tour. It's me, Alyssa, and the gentleman who fell. And so he's back up with the car. And we're just taking our time. We came down here. I'll have Alyssa put the price below what the tour was. But it's definitely worth it. Come down here. Oh, beautiful. I'm loving it. Not missing Santa Fe snow right now. Alright guys, time for some huffing and puffing. The way up was not as much fun as the way down. But look, we got more soy puppies. They follow us all the way down to the waterfall. Some of them looked like they were in the waterfall, they were soaking wet. So there's your first pro tip. If you're coming down to the Tamanique Falls, bring some dog treats. You'll make lots of friends. So once you're inside this little park, there's actually 2 trails. One goes down to where we just were at the bottom of the falls. And now we're taking the second trail, which they say there's 2 more waterfalls with another lagoon. So I'm not sure if they're connected or if we're actually going to the top of the waterfall, but we'll see in a minute. I think we're walking the opposite direction from the big tall one, so I'm not really sure. But we're gonna find out any second. Alright guys, so this part is where the daredevils all come. And they dive into these pools off of different level rocks. And well, yeah, I'm just not feeling any rock diving right now. So we're gonna head back up and start the climb, I think. But this is definitely pretty wild. And this is just a short jump here. Behind me, if you climb up this ladder to the top of this pole and jump down into those pools, well, you're probably suicidal, I don't know. I ain't trying it. Alright guys, so I ain't even gonna lie, I climbed back up, kicked my ass. It was steep and hot and I got the wrong shoes on for it. But it's all good now, we're back up. We had a little bit of fruit and now we're gonna head over to the beach. Oh, I can't wait to get to the beach. All right, we made it to a beach. You know what that means. I am a happy camper. All right, guys, so this town is called El Tunco, which in Spanish means pig, and apparently that rock out there used to look like a pig before it eroded, and that's how the town got its name. Best I could tell, this is just a very resort surfer type of town. A lot of people out here surfing. This whole beach is lined with bars and clubs and restaurants. And it looks pretty laid back and mellow. I like it. It's got kind of like a Bali feel to it, like Alyssa said. Alright guys, there's only one thing better than being on a beach, and that's being on a beach with tacos. So we're gonna head up here to this restaurant and get ourselves something to eat. That hike, wow, I'm so hungry after that hike. I think we're gonna head in here and get a view of the beach and just sit down and relax for a few minutes. So let's go get us some El Salvadorian food. Alright guys, so we were gonna try our first pupusas, the national dish of El Salvador, but our guide told us that they don't eat them for lunch, only for breakfast or for dinner. So we decided we're gonna hold off on those for now. Maybe we'll try them later. Maybe we'll make a special video of just pupusas for you guys. So now I think we ordered up some tacos, carne tacos, and ceviche Cameron, right? Shrimp ceviche. And no matter how good it is, it can't be bad because look at this view we got. Oh yeah, and we forgot
these things.
Frozen watermelon drinks. So they're pretty damn good. And look, what I was saying was, look at this view we got. Can't beat that, guys. Surfing, waves, tacos, shrimp. Life don't get much better than that.
Nice size shrimp.
Alright guys, the food has arrived and we are hungry. So let us set this camera down right here and begin the festivities. Let's see. Oh, they put this stuff on it. You want it? Alright.
That is some really good ceviche.
Is it? Alright, she loves her ceviche and I love tacos, so I don't think we can go wrong here. The meat's a little chewy, but it's good. Good flavor. It's got a lot of onions on it. A couple peppers, which those aren't my favorite, but otherwise it's delicious. So I think we're gonna leave you guys here while we enjoy this, and we'll see you guys when we're finished. Alright guys, I think we're just gonna hang out here on the beach, feed a few puppies. Some of them are a little skinny. Most of them look really, really healthy, but some of them are pretty skinny. So we got some little crackers, but they don't seem to want the crackers that we bought. That's the third dog, none of them want it. But anyhow, we're gonna hang out here on the beach for a little while before we head back to our hotel and wrap today up. Our first impressions of El Salvador and San Salvador. Screw all the warnings that you get from the US. It is safe. Everybody we met here has said it's been safe. Everybody that we've talked to said it's safe. And we have seen nothing that makes it seem like it's not any reason why you wouldn't want to come here. It seems to be safe. It seems to be cool. There's lots of tourists. I say come. Our impressions are we're loving it. The weather's great. The beaches are beautiful. Everybody's out surfing, having a good time. Everybody's been friendly to us, and the food is good. What more could you ask for? So that's about it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, stick around, hit that subscribe button because we got a whole lot more coming from Central America. Give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and we'll talk to you guys soon.